And that's NAIA basketball. Cascade Hoops Talk starts right now.
Cascade Hoops Talk, bringing the world NAIA basketball one podcast at a time. Cascade Hoops Talk, Billy D. Well, today is Wednesday, November 15th. I hope everybody's doing well. Ton of basketball last night. The GPAC got into action. There was a lot of good games around the country, so we're gonna talk about a couple of the games and as well as the top 25. So why don't we just kick it off? And also today we have Chase Teichmann. He's the head men's basketball coach, Florida College Falcons. So we have a jam-packed show. Let's just get to it. Number 7, Oklahoma Wesleyan. They won again last night. They went to Bethany and they beat Bethany 69-57. They go to 6-0. So for the Eagles last night, DJ Talton Jr., 10 points, 10 rebounds. But Caleb Stokes, 24 points, 11 rebounds. That's a double-double. Jaden Litsky, another solid outing, 16 points, 8 rebounds. So the Eagles of Oklahoma Wesleyan, they win last night 69-57. They go to 6-0. They'll take on Ottawa on Saturday. Number 11, Indiana Wesleyan. They played Rio Grande, bit closer than I thought it would be there in Lucky Arena, but they got the victory 86-81 to go 4-1. A couple of guys that have really filled it up for Indiana Wesleyan this year. Griffin Cleaver, 15 points, 4 assists, and Javen Buchanan, 19 points, 6 rebounds. Interesting stat out of last night's game for the Wildcats. The Wildcats went 65% shooting for the game, but only 25% from 3. A win is a win is a win. They go 4-1. They'll take on Huntington on Saturday. Mid-American Nazarene back in the W column. They beat Missouri Valley last night. They go to 2-1. They won this game 103-81. Caleb Jones McCrary, 22 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. Makai Elmore, 26 points, 7 rebounds, 5 assists. So Mid-American Nazarene 2-1. They'll take on Culver Stockton on Saturday. Number 13, the Jinx, the Southwestern Mound Builders. They took on York last night at home. They won this game 83-72. They go to 6-0 for the Mound Builders last night. Kevin Clark, 36 points, 5 rebounds. What do they put in this guy's Wheaties? My goodness. Jarvis Jennings, 18 points, 5 rebounds. They're 6-0. They'll play Avila on Saturday. Okay, we'll get back to the top 25 in just one moment, but we're going to take a couple minutes. We spoke with Chase Teichmann. He's the head men's basketball coach at Florida College. They were on that 3-game skid, and they played Warner the other night. I felt like they desperately needed a win. I thought the Falcons were tough. They came back every time Warner made a push on them, and they were able to get that key victory. So we brought in we got Chase Teichmann on it. Brought in. Yeah, no, I don't think he came all the way up here to interview. But we spoke to Chase on the phone, and I appreciate him giving us the time. Let's take a listen. Cascade Hoops Talk, Billy D. Chase Teichmann here, head men's basketball coach, Florida College Falcons. Thank you, Coach, for being on.
Sure thing. Thanks, Billy.
So, Coach, big win last night. Warner, tough program. You'd been on a little skid. How important was that win last night?
Yeah, it felt like we got the elephant off our chest a little bit. Lost 3 in a row. Wayland Baptist, obviously a really good team, beat us in Oklahoma City. 26 offensive rebounds we gave up, and so that was frustrating. And then Ave Maria comes into our gym and beats us on our home court, which hadn't happened a lot in the last couple of years. And super well-coached team. They played their butts off, made a lot of shots. Hats off to them. They're undefeated right now. And then Weber International having a really good season. Beat us at their place. And we just kind of had to look in the mirror. We got a lot of new guys. Just kind of had to look in the mirror and say, what are we doing? It's got us in this spot, and a lot of self-reflection, and then didn't think we played very well last night, but had a good response in the second half and really locked in on defense. We allowed like 2 points in like a 8-minute stretch, so was really proud of that effort, and it just feels good to get back in the win column.
You talked about those losses, and you can never rationalize as a coach, but Ave Maria is pretty good this year. Obviously Wayland Baptist is very, very, very good, and then Weber as well. Going into last night, how big did you feel that game was? I personally felt you really had to have that win last night.
Yeah, and more so from just like our team needed it.
Yeah.
More than just like a national perspective or like a win-loss reason. I didn't feel like we needed it in that way. I just feel like we needed it for our team. Again, with so many new players, just wanting them to buy into what you're trying to do. And, just not let something get too far gone. Because, you mentioned that we've played a lot of really good teams, and it doesn't get any easier. We have John Brown coming to town Friday. They are super well coached team that shoots the cover off the ball. They were down 13 to Baylor with like 8 minutes left. Division I Baylor with
right. Wow.
8 or 9 minutes left in that game. And then we go to the Battle of the Beach. We play Sagu and Loyola. Come back here, play Weber, Thomas, Ave Maria again, and then Eastern Oregon and St. Francis, Indiana before break. So I'm the worst scheduler in America. I scheduled us 17 games before Christmas. I think that'll be the most played in the NAIA. But just, being in the CAC and not being able to schedule a lot of NAIA teams unless they're our conference opponents in the second semester, I had to front load our schedule. And it was only good teams were really wanting to play us. So
yeah, absolutely.
Beggars can't be choosers. We had to do what we could. So
I want to ask you about a couple quick things before I let you go. Last night you got some really good play out at Trent. Is it Lippold? Is that how you pronounce it?
Yes.
Lippold, and then junior Brian Bayonne. Is that how you – did you recruit these guys just to see how bad I can mess their names up? But it's Brian Bayonne, right?
It's actually Bayonne.
Bayonne, okay. But
yeah, he's from –
where's he from?
Go ahead. Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Okay. But talk about, those guys' performance, and then I thought your team showed a lot of heart because there was a couple of times I thought you were in trouble in that game, and you always made a comeback.
Yeah, Trent has been a really big presence for us. He's a really talented, unique post scorer who can he just has great touch inside and good footwork. And then, we lost our starting center for, 4 or 5 games, Jashavius Purdue. So he actually played in the second half last night and made a tremendous difference for us. But Trent really held the fort down for us for a while. And then Brian Bayonne, he's had a rough go. At the beginning, he's not been shooting the ball well after really shooting the cover off of it in junior college. He was 13% from 3 entering the game last night for a guy that's, we're counting on to be a shooter. So he hit 3 big ones last night, had a nice little take to the rim and got an and-1. It's a big free throws, and he needed that for his confidence. He played well against Weber. He didn't shoot it well, but he had, 3 or 4 offensive rebounds against them, and just trying to talk to him about, doing all the little things, and then the shot will come. And it's just, just like a lot of guys for him, it's just different. New program, new expectations from your coach, from your teammates, in a new place, a new area of the country. So we're just trying to get all those guys to feel comfortable playing their game. And Brian seems to be coming into his own a little bit. Well,
Coach, it was a big win last night. You only got a couple of days, as you said, to get ready. You got John Brown, Sagu, and Loyola. Boy, the next week's going to be brutal.
I know. Just pray for us.
Well, you got the monkey off your back. Appreciate you taking the time to get on with us for a few minutes, Coach.
Thank you so much, Billy.
That's Coach Chase Teichmann. He's the head men's basketball coach, Florida College Falcons. Thank you, Coach.
All right, Billy. Take care.
Hey, thank you very much to Coach Teichmann, as well as to Florida College. Appreciate him giving us the time. Why don't we go back and get back to our top 25. So number 14, St. Thomas, the Bobcats. They took on Virgin Islands tonight at home. They beat Virgin Islands 67-49. The Bobcats go to 5-1 now. In that game, King Warren, 20 points, 3 rebounds. Jordan Hernandez, 16 points, 3 rebounds. So the 5-1 Bobcats, they'll play St. Francis out of, I think that's, yeah. Sorry, my eyes are going bad. St. Francis out of Illinois, they'll play them on November 25th, so they'll be off for a bit. Morningside last night, huge game. They go into Seward. They beat Concordia 101-89. The Morningside Mustangs go to 3-1. They won this game 101-89, as I said. Eli Doble, he had a night, 34.7 rebounds. He went into Seward and scored 34 points. Joey Scoff, 26.7 rebounds. Big win for Morningside. Mount Marty is their next opponent. They'll play Mount Marty on Saturday, November 18th. The Masters tonight, they took on La Sierra. They beat them pretty handily, 74-46. They go to 4-1. So tonight, Caleb Lowry, 15 points, 5 rebounds. Ty Harper, 13 points, 3 rebounds. The Masters, 4-1. They'll take on Stanton University on November 21st. Back to the GPAC. Dort played Mount Marty tonight. They beat them 92-74 to go to 6-1. So for the defenders, Lucas Lorenzen, 26.6 rebounds, and Bryce Kopic, 21 points, 4 rebounds. They'll play Midland on Saturday. Going up to the WAC, number 24 Lords, they took on Siena Heights. They beat them 84-53. Lords goes to 4-0. Jackie Harris, he scored 25 points, 5 rebounds. And then Sean Monroe, 18 points, 5 rebounds. So Lords will travel to Michigan near Dearborn on Saturday. Big game, the battle for Fort Wayne, St. Francis. This is a non-league game, but this is a big game. St. Francis took on Indiana Tech. This game was at Indiana Tech. The Cougars of St. Francis took this game 79-74. Charlie Yoder, 22 points, 3 assists. And Brandon Northern, 14 points, 6 rebounds, and 8 assists. Big win for St. Francis. That's always a big game. Well, we'll be back with you tomorrow. A lot of basketball yet to be played this week. I appreciate everybody who listens to this show. As I said yesterday, please like and subscribe this show. You know, I don't sell any ads. I don't make a penny off this. But if you like and subscribe the show, it extends the reach. So I really appreciate it if you could subscribe and like. Thank you very much. Billy D, Cascade Hoops Talk. We'll see you tomorrow. Very podcast. Please like and subscribe. Get out to your local NAIA school because NAIA basketball is the best entertainment value in America.